Hey, is this working?
Pickles are pickles!
I'm gonna assemble bread in just a second. Okay, we're making sourdough bread. And I have all the ingredients already out here. Fresh starter. It's all nice and bubbly and soury. I have the recipe pulled up on my phone, so I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna add 4 cups of warm water to this. Here. Do it. Hi, Anthem. Alright, I got duck a little. So I'm just gonna stir this starter with the water. Just to get it mixed up a little bit. We're doing a double batch, so I'm actually going to do 12 cups of flour, but our einkorn is a little bit low. So we're going to do all-purpose wheat, whole wheat flour, and einkorn mixed, mostly einkorn, if I can. You want to do it? 5.
This is so cool looking.
7 cups of einkorn. 2. 3. Finish. Normally we actually grind our einkorn berries, but we ran out. Yep, Vitamix is awesome for that. Okay, that is 8. Okay, that's 8. Yeah. 9. 9. Put it in. 9. Number 10. It's very floaty because all of it's floating on the top. Okay, one more. Thank you. Oh, good to know. Don't eat sourdough starter. Not good.
Don't eat it, Bob.
It's not safe to eat. The dough should be fairly firm. No, well, he keeps on dropping pieces of flour of dough. No more dough eating. Yucky. It's not yummy. I need to make. We need to bake it. We need to put it in the oven. Last thing is just to get this covered up, and we're gonna let it rise for 12 to 15 hours or so. We want it to like double in size. Almost fill up this container if it's rising correctly. Check it tomorrow. Okay, it's been a day. This has been sitting in our pantry, room temperature, for about a day. I'll show you what this looks like. It's almost filled up the bowl like I was saying before. It's pretty high up. Whoa. I'm going to split this into 3, or I'm gonna split it in half. I'm gonna split that half into another half because we're gonna do a full loaf, and we're gonna make 2 small loaves here. While I'm preparing this, I'm preheating the oven. This is a Dutch oven. This one's cast iron, and then 2 of these loaf pans. I'm gonna put those in the oven and preheat them. We do that at like 500 degrees for 30 minutes or so. Get them nice and hot and ready. You guys are using your stove, your gas stove, or your gas range. Remember to turn your vent hood on to get those fumes out of the house. Those things are toxic. You don't want them in your house. Get them out. Get them! Get them! preheat the cast iron. Alright.
Heat them up.
Heat them up. Heat them up. Oh, I'm heating them up at 500 degrees. We're gonna bake them at 450, so you just turn it down a little bit. Just the pans, without the bread. I'm gonna flour this.
No, I'm not.
It's cold. We keep our flour in the freezer. I have to tip this while you help to scrape that. I'm gonna cut it in half. This half here is gonna be for the big loaf.
This half could be for the...
And this half is gonna be for the 2 smaller loaves. So
Can I do one, please?
the half. We're gonna be gently stretching this. Kind of put your hands underneath it and you stretch it apart. All right, see how I'm kind of just stretching it a little bit?
Like this. Like pizza.
Kind of, yes. So you don't need to stretch it as thin as the pizza crust. We don't want to squeeze it and compact it because it takes all the air out. Fold it over to the middle, and then you take the other side and fold that over, all the way over, like this. Look, I like that.
I like that.
See, it's folded into thirds basically, and then you just fold that in half.
So you're gonna want to kind of cup your hands like this.
Yeah, you're like tucking it underneath and turning it. Tuck and turn.
Okay.
You can keep doing this, kind of like sealing up the bottom. Eventually it'll start kind of sticking to the counter a little bit. That means it's getting
Well, you need more
nice and
flour.
sealed. See, mine here is, it's mostly sealed up. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Doesn't have to be perfect. You did great, Abraham. Great job. So we're gonna put some flour into these tin baskets. I'm going to scoop it up and just turn it like upside down into the basket. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And lay it down. And these ones are oval, so you can kind of stretch them out. Put the basket covers over the baskets. We're gonna let this chill in the refrigerator while the Dutch ovens are preheating. And then we're gonna score it before we put it in the oven. Alright!
Me. This is me. Alright! You need an extra pair of hands because I've done 4.
The Dutch oven. I don't know why I can't remember that. Dutch oven! I remember Dutch oven!
Super hot.
Gotta get these super hot things out of here. The oven is now at 450 instead of 500. I'm gonna just dump out the dough onto the parchment paper, and then we're gonna pick up the parchment paper and put it in carefully.
Score it.
Oh yeah, score it first before we put it in. Ah, good job! It worked. Look at that.
Hey, it worked.
It worked. It really worked. Okay. Whoa. Hold on. You worked. Yes, you worked. Now you worked. Ready? Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! Don't touch it now though, not yet, okay? Alright, so this is the scoring tool, which is basically just a razor blade on a stick. Dig it in there. I'm doing it! Okay. Cool shape.
It's a leaf.
It's a leaf. Oh, I see. Okay. Taking that parchment paper like this.
That's why it doesn't fall.
So it's 45 minutes in the oven. Pretty good. Okay, the bread's out of the oven. I took it out about an hour ago. I let it cool for about an hour before you cut it because it continues to cook as it's sitting there for an hour. Here's a cute little fingerprints that Aragorn put in there. The 2 little loaves.
Which one do you think is mine? Guess which one do I like? Guess which one do I like? This one's mine.
Guess which one? Guess which one? Oh, slice pattern.
I probably need to go deeper.
These loaves, I like the way they kind of just split open on the top, naturally. And this one's cool. It has like, almost like stripes
and a
from
line on
the,
the
from the
side.
Bantam.
That looks just nice toasty on the edge.
Whoa. Okay, be careful. We're gonna slice it. Which one should we slice open first? We're gonna slice the big round one. Yeah.
Oh, warm, that's fine.
Yeah, it's a little bit warm. We're doing good.
It's so fluffy looking.
It is so fluffy.
Let me take out this part. Mmm.
Ooh, yummy. Let me do another slice here. It's like I love that crust though. It is a little dark. This one's a little dark. Sound. All right, well, thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.